Okay.
Well, thank you all very much for coming. We have our two police chiefs here who are going to give you as many of the details as we possibly could give you. State Senator Ayala and myself, the city councilman from this district, were here from shortly after the accident. It's a very disturbing sight. We have significant damage to the train tracks. I'm not an engineer, but it's likely that train traffic in and out of New York City will be discontinued for a significant period of time. The tracks are destroyed, the tracks are destroyed, two trains are destroyed, seriously damaged, and we have multiple injured. Both of the chiefs have had their departments on site and are ready to give you more detailed information. We can't tell you as the passengers are being dealt with here. MTA is on the scene, Bridgeport police are on the scene, Fairfield police are on the scene, Fairfield Fire, Bridgeport Fire, and the AMR ambulance. This has been a major incident that's going to take us some time to recuperate from. There were approximately 20 to 22 people transported to the hospitals. Some of the injuries were serious, none appear to be life-threatening. I'm going to turn it over to Chief McNamara and Chief Godet to give you some more information.
Well, I think first of all, what you want to realize is on our initial response, both law enforcement agencies and fire departments responded here not really knowing the extent of the collision. The limited information we had was two trains collided, not necessarily head-on, however, significantly enough that it stopped both trains from moving. Thankfully, they did not collide head-on, which would have obviously caused more significant injuries. Our initial response was to stabilize the scene. It's unique here. We're dealing with the train on both sides. So we have a north side and the south side. Both Bridgeport Police and Fire from Bridgeport, as well as Fairfield Fire, Fairfield Police responded to evacuating everybody from the trains right now. And obviously we've transported those that are injured. We're still evaluating some of the walking wounded, some of those people that can function yet still might have sustained some injuries. Obviously this is a commuter's worst nightmare. They take the train daily. They want to get to and from work safely. We're thankful that there were not more injuries. I can tell you that all agencies within this region, specifically in Fairfield and Bridgeport as well as AMR, train for this. We train to work together, and we are operating in a unified command. That means that all agencies have command members on scene to make unified decisions so that we can handle it appropriately once it was stable. I'll turn it over to Chief Godet.
Yeah, thanks. I can confirm that we have transported 22 to the hospital so far. 4 are listed as serious in the hospital, and we're currently evaluating what we're calling the walking wounded right now, and we're making arrangements for transportation for those people that were on the train so that they can get on with to their destination.
If you have family members, rest assured that westbound will be brought to the Fairfield train station, and they'll be brought to the stop that they're planning on going. Eastbound will be brought to the Bridgeport train station, and they'll be arriving, we hope, home relatively soon. But as far as train traffic through this area, it's indeterminate when that will be resumed.
I think that folks who use the train should start thinking about alternate arrangements for the morning. This looks like it's going to be some time before those tracks are opened again, and so we want people to, we're going to ask people to please make alternate arrangements because I don't believe that the trains are going to be running tomorrow morning.
One important point is as the bridges are replaced in Fairfield County is down to only 2 tracks, and those 2 tracks are both out of commission here for we don't know how long. But there are only 2 tracks in and out of New York because of the bridge replacement.
At this point on the train tracks, are the trains at full speed here? Are they approaching the station or coming out of the station at slower speed?
Well, thankfully the train that leaves, first of all, I should say it's difficult to determine. Obviously, we don't have the information. They stop at the metro station, so they wouldn't necessarily be going at full speed during in this area. I believe that they slow down significantly during this area. However, keep in mind, a car accident, 2 cars colliding takes quite a little bit of an investigation to determine what happened. When you have 2 trains collide, thankfully we're not good at investigating train accidents. So it's going to take us a little while to investigate them, to really determine what happened, how fast they were going, and to determine the cause. So it's going to take quite some time, and that's really probably going to be...
It did stop.
sorry if you guys already answered this. How is it too? This is going to be such a huge investigation, not only because of the location, but because I'm sure you deal with also the MTA who has to deal with the tracks. How is that going to play?
MTA is in charge of that.
Yeah, ultimately it's going to be the MTA, police, and fire who are going to be responsible for this. We're here to assist. As Chief McNamara says, we're working as a unified command here, and just trying to get people back on their way and treat the injured and make sure they're safe.
Any indication of why this happened?
No, not yet. And as Chief McNamara said, we're not really good at investigating these kinds of accidents, but there will be a complete investigation, and we'll get to the root cause.
Can you tell us about the scope of the response, like who came from where?
Well, I mean, obviously you can tell there's a significant response. We had I can talk from the Fairfield response. We have Fairfield Fire, Chief Fellner's here right now. We have Fairfield Fire Department, Fairfield Police Department. Immediately, our officers, shift commander determined we need a lot of resources. We actually called in Fairfield University security officers to help us, Easton, Westport, and other officers that were in other departments to kind of come and help. With traffic, as you can tell, I-95 is back up. This is a congested area on a Friday night without any activity. This is a very congested area, so you can imagine the amount of resources that we're going to need.
Exit 25, I know it was closed when we were coming down. The ramps off of 95.
Yeah, it was related to that because they should be open shortly. Yeah, they will not be closed for any extended period.
Do a full investigation to see what exactly the cause of the accident is. We do have officers that traveled over to the hospital to get the condition on the aided, so we're going to go from there.
Any idea what exactly happened? What caused it to be?
We're still investigating.
Captain, what's your first name?
My first name is Jim.
Jim. Thank you.
Thank you.